Poll for today. On balance, in your view, does international trade between countries help create jobs in the U.S. or cause job losses in the U.S.? Trump sets another massive record with over 157 million employed. President Trump has broken yet another record, making it the 19th record made during his presidency. According to CNS News, President Trump set a record 157,005,000 people were employed in June, the most since February and the 19th record of Trump's presidency, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported on Friday. This wasn't the only notable achievement by President Trump. Check out what else CNS News reported. And the economy added a strong 224,000 jobs in June, well above the estimate of 160,000. The unemployment rate, the lowest in 50 years, ticked up 0.1 of a point to 3.7%. In June, the nation's civilian non-institutionalized population, consisting of all people aged 16 or older who were not in the military or an institution, reached 259,037,000. Of those, 162,981,000 participated in the labor force by either holding a job or actively seeking one. The 162,981,000 who participated in the labor force equaled 62.9% of the 259,037,000 civilian non-institutionalized population. That's up 0.1 of a point from May's 62.8% participation rate. The payroll taxes paid by people who participate in the labor force help support those who do not participate, so the higher this number, the better. The participation rate reached a record high of 67.3% in early 2000, the highest it's been under Trump is 63.2%. The number of Americans not in the labor force, meaning they did not have a job and were not looking for one, dropped by 158,000 last month to 96,057,000, but this number remains near historic highs, as the baby boom generation accelerates into retirement. Among the major worker groups, the unemployment rates for adult men 3.3%, adult women 3.3%, teenagers 12.7%, whites 3.3%, blacks 6.0%, Asians 2.1%, and Hispanics 4.3% showed little or no change in June. The change in total non-farm payroll employment for April was revised down from 224,000 to 216,000, and the change for May was revised down from 75,000 to 72,000. After revisions, job gains have averaged 171,000 per month over the last 3 months. And wages continue rising in June. Average hourly earnings for all employees on private non-farm payrolls rose by 6 cents to 27.90, following a 9-cent gain in May. Over the past 12 months, average hourly earnings have increased by 3.1%. The Trump economy is also breaking records. Just last week, the president announced in a tweet that the stock market in the month of June would be one of the best months in United States history. Stock market is heading for one of the best months June in the history of our country. Thank you, Mr. President, he said. It looks like the president was right once again. Check out what MarketWatch reported. U.S. stock benchmarks have mostly enjoyed a healthy run-up on the back of the Federal Reserve's easier monetary policy stance and hope for a China-U.S. trade pact. Recent gains have helped the Dow Jones Industrial Average DJIA 0.28% to ring up its best June gain of 7.2% since 1938, when the blue-chip benchmark surged an eye-popping 24.3% on the month, according to Dow Jones market data. The S&P 500 index SPX 0.58% notched its best June return, with a gain of about 6.9%, since 1955 when the broad market benchmark rose 8.2%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index Comp 0.48% was on track for a 6.9% return in June, which would represent its best June since a 16.6% gain back in 2000. The S&P 500 on June 20 notched its first record close since April 30, while the Dow is off less than 1% short of its October 3 all-time closing peak. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Also share this with others.